Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is Swing, a rather interesting, entertaining graphic novel. It's by Audrey Meeker with colors by Sarah Davidson. So the story is about this kid named Marcus and this girl, another kid named Izzy. Marcus has an older brother who's a soccer star. He's being kind of forced to play soccer, not just by his mother, but by a friend of his, Ted, who's kind of a douche. Izzy has been picked on by Ted. She's got a very controlling mother who is so focused on academics that Izzy has no friends at this point. So Izzy decides to join the theater club and hopes to make friends. And her and Marcus have an issue in gym together, and for extra credit are told by the gym teacher that if they do a swing performance in the talent show, they can get the extra credit, and if they place in the top 3, they can get an A in gym. Izzy needs it because if she pretty much gets any low grade, her mom's going to go have a conniption, and then Marcus, he's just kind of in between worlds. It's an interesting graphic novel. I think the ending is actually really solid. Marcus is, I don't want to say the word twerp, but he's a follower. He has no spine, he has no backbone, and the graphic novel is a lot of him learning to basically stand up for himself. Izzy, on the other hand, is she's controlling. She is, a product of her mother, what comes down to it, in that, she's so super focused on getting her academics well because her mother is forcing her, that she is kind of a jerk towards other people. So, she's not all that great to be with. So, it's an interesting combo of, you kind of want to slap both of them and just be knock it off. Both of you need to grow up and get your acts together, and, Izzy, you need to trust people, and Marcus, you need to stand up for yourself. And then there's, of course, Ted, who's just an utterly jerk of a kid. And what's interesting is, Marcus himself comes off as a decent kid, but he's definitely a follower. He himself, I wouldn't say as, a bully or anything like that. He just has no spine and doesn't speak up. So, it's a good graphic novel. The funny is the swing part of it is, I grew up when swing, or I want to say grew up when, but, swing was a big thing when I was in college. And, everyone was doing swing dances and all that. And I attempted it, and it was utterly horrible. And I think it's funny is that Marcus just is not good at it either. Marcus's issue is he's just not a good leader. My issue was I was always a foot shorter than all my partners, and it's kind of hard to get your arms up to swing when you can't get your arm over their head. So yeah, it was not the girls' fault. It was literally me being too short was always what I came up with it. I'm a good dancer otherwise, so I always thought it was funny that swing I couldn't do. That's a whole other side point. So, the only thing I'll say on the graphic novel, I wish there was more focus on the swing dancing. Having a little bit more, not necessarily a how-to, but a little bit more instruction on it, I think could have been fun, to the point that if you did it right, you could have the reader be able to use the graphic novel almost as a basic how to do swing dancing. To me, that would have been fun. But beyond that, I think it's actually a really solid story, really good art. And some good lessons within. The art, I think, is good. I like the style. A lot of it has to do with the emotion and the reactions of the kids themselves. So, their body language, their facial reactions, all of it, I think, is really, really solid. The clothing's good. It's one of the, I think maybe the only other thing is, I can't quite tell when this happens, when this takes part. One kid in the talent show is playing Wonderwall, which, that's when, swing dancing was a thing in college, but, I don't think this was the 90s, late 90s, but I could be wrong. But yeah, I'm going to say it's not the late 90s, because she's got a phone that they're watching the video on, and a lot of the story has to do with, taking video on phones and stuff like that. So yeah, it's good. I really enjoy it. It's fun, good read, good for kids. So yeah, check it out now in shops. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code, tell the comic shops near you. No problem. We have some links where you can purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage, and by doing that, you'll support our site. So thank you for that. And speaking of support, I want to thank Feiwel and Friends for hooking us up with the review copy. And of course, thank you all for watching. If you're into graphic novels, into comics, check us out every day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.